Hey guys, it's Mr. Grable. We're going to be doing Go Math, fourth grade, chapter 2, lesson 6, and we are going to be talking about multiplying using expanded form. And I really do like this lesson. We're going to be multiplying much bigger numbers than what we are kind of used to. So it's really important that we show our work and that we really focus on our place value. And like always, anytime we multiply, divide, add, or subtract, we really need to work on being precise, making sure that our math is accurate. So in this first example, we're going to multiply 5 times 143. And we know that it's really 143 added together 5 times. So this type of problem is not very efficient, and lots of times it's not very accurate. So this is what we're doing, but we're going to do it in a faster way. Now, expanded form we talked about in chapter 1, we're going to blow up 143 by the place value. So there's 100, there's the 40, and then there's the 3, right? 143, when you look at it by place values, ones, tens, hundreds, okay? So we're going to then take that 5 um, and kind of rewrite it. So it's going to be 5 times 40 and 5 times 3. So there's my 143. So right in here, they are kind of going through it with, with a model. So they made 5 times 100, 5 times 40, and 5 times 3. So you would do it, you would show your work like this: 500, and then we would go to 5 times 40. Well, 5 times 40, remember, 5 times 4 is 20, move that 0. It's 200. And then the third step would be, I already have this, I already have that 200, would be 5 times 3, and we know that 5 times 3 is 15. So then we put all of these together, and we get 715. So I'm going to go through a couple of problems with you and show you how to show your work kind of by yourself. All right, so this first problem: 4 times 224. Use expanded form to find the product. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to blow up the 224 using expanded form. So we're going to do it by place value. So 224. You notice how I always line up my place value. All right, so now we're going to do 4 times 200, and that's 800, right? 4 times 2 is 8. Well, now we have 4 times 20, it's 80. Look at my place value. Then I do 4 times 4, and that's 16. Now I add them together. It's really important when you have the numbers like this, a 2 and a 2, and you have those numerals, that you're really thinking about your place value and lining it up. The other way that you may see this problem is kind of written like this. You can do the same thing. You can do 200 plus 20 plus 4, and we're going to do 4 times 200 is 800. 4 times 20 is 80, and then 4 times 4 is 16. Then we can put all those together to get 896. I really don't like working this way. Working down like this. This is lots of times kids make mistakes with place value. Another way to show your work on this type of problem is to break it up like this: 200, 20, and then 4. Then I can do 20 times 200, I'm sorry, times 4 is 800. 4 times 20 is 80. And then 4 times 4 is 16. For 896. So I like this method a little bit more, but I really like this way the most. All right, let's take a look at the next problem. Question 2, 4 times 52. Right away, I don't like how this is written. I would rewrite it. So I'm going to blow 52 up by place value by 50 and then by 2, right? 4 times 50 is 20. 4 times 5 is 20. Move that 0. Then I do 4 times 2 is 8. Line up that place value. And then I can just add, I get 208. Make sure you're lining up your place value, the most common mistake. All right, question 3. All right, at least they wrote it the way that I like. 281 times 3. I'm going to blow it up by place value, so 200. This is expanded form. And then 1, so 3 times 2, 600. 3 times 8, 24 and a 0. 24 and a 0. That's kind of tricky writing that down. And then now I do 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is just 3. Add them together. 8. All right. I'm going to do one more with you, and then we're going to take a look at a two-step story problem. 6 times 85, I like to do 85 times 6. That's the commutative property, right? It doesn't matter the order. I'm going to blow up using expanded form this 85 as an 80, and then as a 5. So there's my 85. Now I need to do 6 times 80. 6 times 8 is 48. Move that 0. Don't forget about that 0. 6 times 5 is 30. And I add them together. Make sure that you're adding. Sometimes kids subtract, so pay attention. Regroup in that hundreds place. All right. Let's take a look at number 5. This is our last problem. This is a two-step problem. So let's take a look at what's going on. A hotel has 129 rooms on each floor. Okay? 129 on each usually means to multiply or to divide. There's 3 floors in all. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to want to times 3. That's going to tell me how many rooms there are. So 129 times 3. I don't like this one, so I'm going to do 129 times 3. I'm going to blow up 129 by expanded form and do 100, 20, and then 9. 3 times 100 is 300. 3 times 2 is 6 with a 0, right? And 3 times 9 is 27. Add them together. 7, 8, 3. So right now I have 387 rooms, right? So now let's take a look at the rest of the problem. If 333 of the rooms in the hotel have been cleaned, so clean 333, how many rooms still need to be cleaned? Okay, well I have 387 total rooms. 33 have been cleaned. How many more need to be cleaned? Well, it's a subtraction. How many? Usually, how many more tells me to subtract usually. So 4, 5. 54 rooms still need to be cleaned. Okay? So there's 2 steps. The first step was figuring out how many rooms total there was. The second step was subtracting how many were cleaned. So 54 need to be cleaned. These two-step problems are a little challenging because lots of times we just want to just do the first step. We multiplied correctly, and then lots of times we just want to put that answer in there. But that wouldn't make any sense. 387 rooms still need to be cleaned. Well, they already cleaned a whole bunch of them, so that doesn't make any sense. So make sure that you're always answering the question. Today we have worked on multiplying using expanded form by breaking up those numbers using our place value and then multiplying. This is a great way to do the math, but make sure that you are paying attention to your place value. Make sure that you're lining up your numbers. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.